Hi everyone, how was my last tutorial about the common everyday problems and the solutions in the German language? Do comment in the comment section. Now in this tutorial, I'm going to introduce to you a new grammar, which is the simple past tense in the German language. This is called das Präteritum in German. So the simple past tense in the German language is covered in detail in the later levels, but at this A1 level, you need to only know the conjugations of some verbs in the simple past tense. Those verbs are the verbs sein, which is to be in English, and the verb haben, which is to have, and the conjugations of these verbs in the present tense I have already covered for the verb sein in tutorial 6 and for the verb haben in tutorial 11. What you're going to look at are the conjugations of these two verbs in the simple past tense in this tutorial part. So moving on, Konjugation von sein, to be. So to be in the present tense but was in the past tense. So like we say in English, I was, you were, he, she, it was, etc. Now interestingly, this word is written just like the English word war, but of course it is the conjugated form of the verb sein in the past tense. On the left side, you can see the personal pronouns, which are Personalpronomen in German, and on the right side is the conjugation of the verb to be in the past tense. I was, ich war. You, informal. So talking to a friend or someone you know well, you're going to address the person with du. You were, du warst. But if you're talking formally, so you're talking to someone older than you, you're talking to someone who's higher in the professional rank, for example, or you're talking to someone for the first time, it's better to use the you form, which is the formal form sie. Sie waren. He, she, it was. Sie, es war. So do note that the conjugated forms of I and he, she, it are the same. We were, wir waren. Two or more people, if I address them directly, meaning face to face, I'm going to use ihr. Ihr wart. The ihr here refers to the English you, but in the plural form. So you were in English, but ihr wart. They were. Sie waren. Now I have mentioned from time to time in my previous tutorials that nouns in the German language must have the first letter or alphabet in the capital form. And that is a rule that you must always remember when writing in German. And it is also important because this word waren also exists like this but with the capital W. When written with a capital W, it acts as a noun, and a noun in the plural form. Die Waren are what we say in English, the goods. Konjugation von haben, to have. Now in the simple past tense, haben changes to the form hatten. And this is the form that is then conjugated according to the different personal pronouns. I had, ich hatte. You informal, du hattest, you had. You formal, sie hatten. He, she, it had. Er, sie, es hatte. So again the form of conjugation for he, she, it is the same as for I. We had, wir hatten. Ihr hattet, you had. They had, sie hatten. Now the simple past tense in the German language is more commonly used in written German compared to spoken German, because in spoken German the perfect tense is more commonly used. This, however, does not mean that if you use the simple past tense in spoken German it would be wrong. No, this is not the case. It is just that in spoken German the perfect tense tends to be used more in the German language. So do stay updated for part 2 of this tutorial, in which I will show you the use of these two verbs in their simple past tense forms in informal and formal emails. Thank you.